Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Total Annihilation. I'm your host, Neruz, and welcome to Dump. Dump, if you were listening in the briefing, is the moon of Core Prime. And basically, because Dump has been sitting around Core Prime, which is a world that has been industrialized beyond all reason and sense, it's been mined completely dry. Dump is basically a great big hollow rock. However, the core apparently don't understand that they can reclaim things, and rather than just reclaiming the wreckage of all their destroyed and old and useless materials, they just dump it on Dump. Did you get the name? So yeah, they just dump it on Dump, and they leave it here for us to reclaim. Now, Dump is actually a really interesting mission, at least I think so, because it's, as far as I'm aware, it's completely unique. No other missions in the game, even in Core Contingency, function like this. Dump is the only mission you'll ever play where you have no access to where you do not have access to unlimited resources. There's no metal patches on Dump. There's just all this wreckage around here. And while we've got some big wreckage, like that Intimidator wreckage there, which is 4,000 metal. What else we got? Oh yeah, we got the shipyard over here for nearly 2,000. There's I think that's a Doomsday device. There's another Intimidator. Geothermal plants, that's a can. Tanks, that's a Goliath, that's a Raider. There's a sub. I have no idea what the wreckage of a sub is doing on a moon, but whatever. As you can probably expect, metal storage kind of important on this mission, because we're pretty much going to have to get all our metal from reclaiming all this wreckage lying around, and our normal maximum metal limit is substantially lower than what even one of these, so a lot of these, will give us. So we need to build a shit ton of metal storages. That's actually too many. I won't have enough metal to build that. I will build one metal storage. Yeah. I find this mission to be quite interesting because of the limited metal aspect. It makes it feel kind of like a normal old-style RTS setting, except that you have to do all the calculations in your head because, of course, you've still got the whole standard stuff up here. And, you know, you can build metal makers if you want. As you can see, we don't have air or sea units. Sea units for the obvious reason that this is a barren, rocky wasteland with no water on it, and air units for the obvious reason that this is a barren, rocky wasteland with no air on it. Kinda hard to fly a plane without air. Now, that's actually not all this mission does that's unique. This mission does another unique thing too. And again, this is another thing which I believe never shows up ever again in the game. And that is the gravity. If you were paying attention in the briefing screen, you may have noticed that the gravity was, I think it's 0.1 or something like that. Gravity on Dump is way lower than it is on pretty much everywhere on the world. I'm not sure if the 0.1 actually translates into like 10% normal Earth gravity or what, but the gravity is certainly reduced. And the impact of that is that ballistic weapons, not lasers, but ballistic weapons, can fire further. Yeah, Fido's not going to work because they have a very sort of direct path. Unfortunately, also because of the nature of this mission being sort of a being sort of a, you know, limited resources, push upwards, slowly destroying the units as you go, you won't actually get a chance to see how the low gravity really affects ballistics weapons, because I won't be using any mobile artillery or anything. But rest assured, if you do in fact build a mobile artillery on this map, it can shoot way further than it can normally. And I'm pretty sure, you know, other things like bulldogs and, you know, standard tanks, hammers, etc., anything which has a ballistic weapon will shoot a little bit further. It's the most prominent with the artillery because it has such a long range, but it's by no means the only option. We're going to be going with K-bots for this mission. I almost contemplated vehicles, but you might notice that we're kind of really tightly packed. This is, there's not a lot of room to maneuver, and the pathing's bad enough as is, and with vehicles being so huge and having such poor turning, I'm never going to get a vehicle up there. So we're going to be using K-bots. I'm going to send a scout off to take a look and see what's a bit up further ahead. I won't go too far because, again, I'm pretty sure that this is one of those missions where you can poke the bear. But I can survive a little bit of bear poking. That's the wreckage of a crawling bomb. You will never, ever, ever, ever see this in game. In fact, this wreckage exists only on this map. It will never exist anywhere else. The reason being that when a crawling bomb dies, it detonates, and the detonation is strong enough to destroy the wreckage it leaves behind. So this you will never get, ever in a game. You'll never see this again. This is completely unique. Another unique thing that Dump has. Dump is a very unique mission. It's like Cave Dog put all their creativity into this one mission and then just sort of did what... Whoa! I have no idea what that was. Okay. That is the wreckage of a fucking galactic gate, and that is worth 27,000 goddamn metal. Ooh. Good God. There's another piece of wreckage you'll very rarely see, although you can sometimes see it. That's a metal extractor wreckage. Normally wreckage won't appear on metal spots, metal extractor wreckage won't appear if they're on the metal spot. So the only way to actually get this is to build a metal extractor and then kill it with an extremely weak weapon, like a Jeffy or Weasel laser. And I get the feeling that the core might be crawling down this hill. I have this vague feeling that last time I played this mission, I was caught off guard by core units crawling down the hill. We'll see. Huh. And here's a piece of wreckage. Here's another piece of wreckage that you'll never see, like the walking bomb, although for a different reason. Here's a metal maker wreckage. You may notice that it is worth 0 metal. That's because metal makers don't cost any metal to be built. So they don't leave wreckage. Because wreckage contains metal, and there's no metal, then there's no wreckage. Except here, where you can reclaim it and get nothing. It does, however, reclaim instantly. Looks like an angry Goliath has decided to pay me a visit. No, I don't like that spot. I don't like that spot. And I'm going to build here a bunch of hammers, because they have ballistic weapons which should hopefully be able to take advantage of the low gravity, and if not, then at least they can shoot over wreckage, unlike units that have a relatively straight line of fire, which cannot. Hello, someone is shooting at me from up there. Oh dear God. You can, if you look, you'll notice that, see, look how far it's flying. This is what the low gravity does. Look at it go. I'm kind of sad that Cave Dog didn't use gravity manipulation a bit more, because it's really clever and it would open up some interesting alternate tactics and whatnot. Oh, there's a missile ship. And there's the Goliath. Now I think the Goliath, yes, the Goliath is going to run into a slight issue with the low gravity, in that it actually can't push its turret down far enough in its current position to hit me. The hammer will be able to hit it. Nope. So that Zipper can just kill that Goliath. It will not put up any sort of real fight. Yes, and I want lots of construction K-bots because I need them to be constantly reclaiming wreckage for me. Oh! We got some unfriendly dudes. I told you I remembered some core units coming down this ramp. I was right, I did. I dislike you. Okay, I'm gonna have the Zippers and 2 Fidos stay here, and I'm gonna put the Hammers up the front because they're gonna be my main attack force. And I'm also going to get another one of these and I'll put it next to that one actually. In case you're wondering, I'm pretty sure the low gravity also affects terrain traversal as well, because I don't think instigators could normally move down that cliff. Can my Fido move up it? Yeah, my Fido can move up it, but can my Zipper move up it? No, see, Zippers can't... No? They can move up it. No, see, Zippers can't move up it. And I'm pretty sure Zippers have better terrain traversal than instigators, so... I'm not entirely sure how the instigators got across there. But hey, it works for them. Let's beef up our metal storage a bit more, since we've got so many deliciously wonderful things to reclaim. Probably more construction K-bots than I really need too, but it's alright. Oh, hey, I think that's an upside down wreckage of an aircraft factory in a place where an aircraft factory cannot possibly be built. Actually, it looks like it's hovering off the ground there, which is a bit weird. I guess it's because it's sort of embedded in the cliff face. For some reason I can build metal extractors despite there literally being like 0 metal in this crust, and when I say 0 I mean 0. A metal extractor will produce nothing. The core of completely drained dump of all usable metal. Oh, we got another fucking instigator, Jesus Christ, how many instigators are they going to give us? There's one too. Core seem to be really going through instigators and geothermal power plants. Oh, aircraft wreckage. Now that's also very rare. Because the only way you can get aircraft wreckage is if the aircraft is destroyed on the ground. And not only does it have to be destroyed on the ground, it has to be destroyed in the ground by a relatively weak weapon, like, say, a weasel laser. Otherwise, once again, like the walking bomb, their death explosion is strong enough to wipe out their own wreckage. So that's another rare thing you see here. It's just full of all these rare, interesting items, isn't it? Isn't Dump such an amazing place? Whoa, I got 2 instigators back here? Good God. I only had 1. Oh. Go build that fusion power plant. This fight, in this close quarters, fighter is just not going to be that useful. I'll build a few. Never know, I guess. Their superior terrain traversal might come in handy. Almost finished building my assault force. I'll have them sort of push up to here, and I'll bring the construction K-bots, and we'll just sort of slowly wander up the map. My advanced radar tower tells me that either there is nothing out there, or the core really like radar jammers. I'm not actually sure which is the right answer. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, fuck it, that's enough hammers. Here are your hammers. There you go, try and arrive at approximately the same shaped blob as you started off in. Meanwhile, these guys. And you go help build the fusion plant. See, this is why I wanted K-bots. Vehicles trying to path through this would be a fucking nightmare. I don't really need that anymore. Oh, why isn't it going beep, 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 beep? That's weird. What's up here? Moho metal maker wreckage, again extremely rare to see, due to the aforementioned metal extractors and Moho metal extractors not leaving wreckage if they're destroyed on top of a metal patch. As you can see, land units can actually walk right over the wreckage of the naval yard because it has no collision. Because of course that's supposed to be on the bottom of the sea, where collision doesn't matter. Actually, I think it has collision, but it only has collision on the underwater layer, so subs can't go past it, but everything else can, which means if you put it on a land layer where there is no underwater layer, then it's just... people just walk over it. Pretty sure the same will happen with these ships too. Yeah. They have underwater collision. Ooh, bunch of gat guns. And another another galactic gate? Come on, like one gate worth 28,000 metal wasn't enough? Cave Dog? Really? Really? Dude, where the hell are all the enemies? This place should be swarming with dudes. Like, so far I've fought what appears to be 3 instigators, which is not exactly what I'd call the heavy core presence the briefing led me to expect. I'm, however, going to go build another advanced radar tower. I mean, shit, there's not really. I don't know if I could build some spiders. What the hell would be the point, though? Fuck it, keep advancing hammers. Who knows, maybe this is all I need to win the mission. We will find out. Commander go stand up by that galactic gate, since he's the only one who could possibly reclaim it in anything like a reasonable amount of time. Up this way. As you can see, Dump's sort of like a big snaky, mazy thing. It's like, the Moho metal extractor. Moho mine, whatever the fuck they're called. Ah! Deleter! Hello, radar jammer. Die. See how hammers can fire over the wreckage? Well, most of the time. Fidos can't do that. Neither can Rockos, actually. Was that radar jammer jamming nothing? It was jamming nothing. This mission is going peculiarly. Advanced construction key button. Oh, there he is. Oh, look. Transport. Huh. Okay, pad. Light laser tower. That one's a core nuke defense. I'm pretty sure these are all core wreckages. I haven't seen any arm wreckage. These are supposed to all be like useless scrap from the core wars. Oh, hey, there's a hurricane. It makes sense that it's all core stuff. It just doesn't really make sense that it's here at all. Why would you waste all that perfectly good metal? Send up some more hammers. I like hammers. Oh hey, another aircraft plant. What's that behind it? I don't know. Let's see if I can demonstrate the long range again. Not really. Not from here anyway. And it's difficult to demonstrate because it requires you to have weapons that have a proper ballistic arc, and in a lot of cases units find it much easier to just shoot a straight line. But he saw it with that Goliath before that was sitting here and shooting down to here. Which is a bit silly. Oh, there we go. Hey, more Goliaths. Ah, it appears the low gravity is biting me in the arse. Goliaths, it seems, are so low that hammers have difficulty hitting them and not shooting over the top of them. I had not considered that problem. On the other hand, give them a bit of range and they seem to do just fine. And the Goliaths can't shoot over wreckage, which gives me a slight advantage in that respect at least. I'm beginning to think this might actually just be all I need to build to finish the mission. Which would be a bit silly, considering how much resources they give you. Another radar jammer. Keep up version this time. Oh! And we have vertical launch rockets. It appears that the Corps would like to send some... would like to begin open negotiations with their diplomats. Unfortunately, I'm not particularly fond of Corps negotiations, considering they mostly tend to involve large numbers of high explosives. Corps aren't very good at negotiating. As we can see here, the low gravity is still biting me in the ass. I guess hammers weren't such a good idea after all. They'll get there eventually. I don't know why I'm even bothering building shit back here. It's not like I'm gonna need it. Anything interesting happening up here? Not really. It's metal storages. I have to say, I was expecting a lot more resistance, especially considering how much resources you get. I remember this mission being much harder. I'm on hard. I remember. Reapers. Oh, another Goliath. Oh, hello. We've actually got some half-serious forces up here. These might be enough to take out these hammers. Since the hammers can't hit anything. Yeah, I think these hammers are going to go down purely because they just can't hit anything. That's not going to stop me throwing more hammers into the mix, though. It is going to stop me from making more. You know what? I think it might be PB time. Oh hey, red dot there. I should go kill it. Where'd my Fidos go? There they are. Can they climb over that? Looks like half of them sort of almost can. Yeah, okay, they'll find their way over, cool. Oh, hello. Dudes are coming down towards us. Ah, see, Fidos with their nice direct fire and Gauss cannons do much better than hammers. Although they can't fire over wreckage, which is irritating, but not non-lethal. Shadows. So I think that's a shadow, and I think those are the torpedo bombers. Okay, nothing else up here. I guess it's just these tanks left. Away! Oh god. Escaping! He's gonna find my commander! No! Go away! Go away! I don't want you! Good Fidos! Destroy! Destroy Fidos! He's found my commander. Go away. Go away. Go away. You'll not have him. He's mine. I could degun you, but that would be no fun. Pee-wees! Oh, look at that damage. Pee-wees do so much damage. If only they weren't terrible. Hey! And that's it. We have completed dump. I'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen.